Why, hello there! It is BlockHeart here. It's been a while since I've casted a game, or at least talked about one of my own, and that has been because League Replay suddenly just stopped working for me for a while there. I technically had the videos, but it only recorded one side, and it kept saying error to reconnect in the middle of it, and I was having trouble. But now, turns out, it just works again. So I'm going to. And you know what? It's been a long time since I've cast a game in Dominion, and I still think it's fun, so I am going to do that. So this is kind of an interesting one. Kind of goes to show that you can still have this game be fun. You can still just play the game, even if it's not going your way. And there's a lot of different ways to do that, but in Dominion, a lot of times it's a roll one way or another, and you don't have to feel bad about it. It's still something that, you know, it's worth it just to play. So our team comp in this one's pretty good. We've got Zyra, who's amazing at holding points in this. She's a great bottom character. I'm Nautilus. We've got Mundo, me, and Zin, and a disconnected Renekton. So we're just going to go up to the top. Now they have Yi, Skarner, Warwick, and Varus. Warwick and Skarner are very tanky characters, and they're going to be very front-liney. Varus, more rear line. Yi's got a lot of damage, but his defense isn't great, so he's kind of a hard champ on this map. But yeah, right now, because we're behind a character, it's going to be really difficult. At the same time, since it's Dominion, you don't have to worry about dying quite so much. It's not one where, you know, if you die, you have to worry about feeding the other team so much. It's more along the lines that if you die, they can take your stuff. And so yeah, I'm getting out. I go back. I can't quite remember, like, Nautilus has a weird attack animation and range. So I want to hit him with the snag so that they would get off him. But yeah, it's hard. I don't play Nautilus much anymore because he is really just difficult now. In Summoner's Rift, he has no good place to go. And like I say that, I love the character, but he's not a great jungler anymore with the Season 3 changes. And he is just, I don't know, like, he's awkward enough. Like, you can go Nautilus support, but Blitzcrank does it better. Nautilus is a little bit burlier, but he has even worse mana problems, in my opinion, even with the nerf on Blitzcrank's grab. And his cooldowns are tremendous. Nautilus's abilities are gigantically cooldown heavy. So Riptide, his lowest cooldown one, starts with, I think, 10 seconds. The Shield, 25, so it starts at 28 seconds, maybe. And his Anchor maybe starts at 18 or 20. It's up there. Like, these abilities just start out gigantically. Oh god, I shouldn't even have used my ult there. Yeah, so like, you really have to be careful when playing him, and laning, like, you want to just be able to use his abilities when they come off cooldown, but you also have to worry about running out of mana because they cost so much. In Dominion, you don't have to worry about that, so it's nice that this exists, so I can still play Nautilus. Because otherwise, I wouldn't get too much. Like, I still play him every once in a while in normals, especially if I have a team that I feel can really deal with a, like, jungler that they're going to need to help out. So, you know, if I'm playing with people I know, then it's okay. But yeah, in randoms, like, if someone invades your jungle in your Nautilus, you don't have that much of an ability to say, like, no. Technically, his highest DPS ability is his shield, which, as long as it holds out, you know, makes his attack splash and do dots, which is great. But the thing is, if the other team bursts through the shields, you lose that. And so, unless you're building a bunch of attack speed or a bunch of extra defense and health, you're not really going to be able to do that. So, Mundo going up here, he's going to try to sneak this one out there. But yeah, also, I feel that with Nautilus, they made it so you have to itemize with cooldown reduction to some degree. You can still be a pretty good initiator, but if you want to get off 2 splashes in a team fight, you're going to need cooldown reduction. It also helps a lot with laning, even though the problem is if you get more cooldown reduction, you're going to be using more mana. So, I don't know. I guess I just wish that they would change something with him to help out his laning phase so that, you know, he used to be like a iffy top. He was never great at that, but he could do the support. And like now, if you're top, I mean, basically, I want to say if the character has any sustain that you're up against, you can hit him with your full combo and do, you know, pretty good chunk of health. If you take Ignite, maybe kill them. If you don't and they have potions or they heal, you're going to go out of mana and really just be unable to do much against them. That's my experience, at least. I haven't had too much experience playing Nautilus top, but seems like it would be a very difficult thing to do. Oh, land the snag. So, got him there. Gonna pop the ult to see if we can get to him. Ah, he sticks me with his. Mundo's going to take him out, but oh lord, he hurt us. I just want to take... Ah! Okay, so we do take down the tower. They're going to take me out, though. Bottom lane... they're actually doing pretty well, all things considering. We still don't have Renekton, so we're just kind of holding out. And, you know, it's really educational to play losing games and just figure out, like, you know, when the tide's against you, and you can think of a losing game just basically the enemy team starts out fed. It's something very close to that, where you basically, you can't play just the same way. You have to react. So you want to start playing a little bit... You can be aggressive, but you have to be aggressive at the right time. You don't just want to be absolutely ballsy. Well, I gotta say, this Mundo, he knows his stuff. I like this guy. Also, Mundo is just a fun character. He's one of the ones... I feel even if he wouldn't be viable, which Mundo's always kind of been viable. Like, Mundo has his niche, and he fills it really well. Yeah, Xin wisely could have dived in there and stopped them from taking that right there, but they would have killed him, definitely. Oh god. Zyra's going to try to get Yi. Zin's going in to try to stop him, but she got away. Maybe she'll get the Thorn? Yes, but it didn't kill him. Okay, Zin's going in on Skarner, and he's going to use his Impale to stop him there. Drag him through the thing, hide in the bush. Pretty smart moves on the Skarner's part. Xin might be able to win just through his healing. Yeah, that Xin passive heal is pretty good. Yi wisely didn't go back, choosing to get the point again. I disabled their point, but now I'm just going to run. So Nautilus is actually pretty good at running. So right there you can see I used the anchor, and it technically pulled one of them from behind me to in front of me. So there are some weird things with it. Like, you have to be weird. Like, the anchor has a really strange hitbox, so you have to get used to it. And I haven't played him in a while, so you're going to see me miss a bunch of anchors in this one. So Mundo, holding top. I kind of like Dominion because farming is optional. You get quite a bit of money. It's 30 for little ones and 60 for big ones. Oh man, Mundo's going for it. Oh, he gets ultimated. He's alive. I want to stop Warwick. I hit him. Okay. See if I can grab him. Oh, it did grab him, but it did not stop the swipe. Oh, now I want to help him, but... Oh god. There's just so many of them and so few of us. One character can make a really big difference. And, you know, it seems like you could say, like, oh, well, you're only going to be, you know, what, 20% less powerful, but, like, that's compounded because they just have more bodies, and in Dominion, you know, you're going to be capturing more towers. Oh, they didn't actually take ours down. It's beautiful. Let's see what these guys can do. Catch up. Oh, got cleavage. Oh god, those spears. Yeah, Nidalee is kind of a fun character on this map. You can basically be really active. Her one weakness, I would say, is the fact that she cannot clear waves very quickly without going Cougar form. And as AP, Cougar form tends to be pretty squishy, so if there's people babysitting waves... I'm not sure... Just going in. Why not? Okay. Going to see if we can get Skarner at least. That's what I mean. You know, in Dominion... Like, if this was Summoner's Rift, I'd say, oh, that was a terrible exchange. You know, we killed two, but we lost it, and they have points. And But you know, in Dominion, at least we done something, and it feels good. Oh my god, that Yi. Just absolutely tearing through Zyra. She's definitely got the ability to play keep away, but if he's on her, his DPS is going to just rock her world. Okay, so we've got Varus pushing, and Werwick is going to jump on Xin. Oh, Zin's just going to dash to Varus. It's like, Xin is a very interesting character. Like, generally, if an AD is in range to auto-attack, Xin can dash to them. It's really difficult to kite him. His dash is on a pretty low cooldown. Oh, I hope he gets away at least. We'll see. I don't think I will. Oh god, that hurt. Okay, so I used my bump and slow and shield, and the spear just doesn't hit me. Skarner's coming for me. Warwick's coming for me. I have the shield up. Okay, everything worked out better than expected. I'll take that. They still haven't taken our point. Actually, they're very worried about getting us low, but no one's just sitting over there capping, which would probably be a better idea for them. So actually, like, this is a weird game, because some of these people are gold ranked. I think Varus and Yi are actually gold ranked from Season 2 players. They had gold borders. And so it's, you know, not just that they're... Well, okay, Dominion's kind of weird in that respect, because people who can be very good at Summoner's Rift, if they haven't played Dominion very many times, it can be difficult to judge. So they're not sending anyone up here to protect this. They just went to kill Chinchou. And this is great. Look at all these minions. Like, Nidalee, she could try to fight us, but the thing is, with all the minions there, she doesn't have the wave clear to protect the tower. And so sometimes if you end up with a massive minion wave against a character like Nid, who has trouble clearing them, it's just going to be your tower. And now that we've got it, we're both fairly tanky guys. Oh god, now they've got 4 of them. Just going to try to stay here. If they take it, use my splash. Yeah. So this is looking pretty good. Chinchou goes in. We got Varus, who's basically their main DPS. Nidalee's going to stay back and hurl spears. We're going for Warwick. He jumps back on, and oh, you can see he's got that lifesteal going. We decided just to back off, go back to the point. Well, they do. I, perhaps unwisely, stay and decide to bother Nidalee. So in a straight-out fight, she's going to be able to out-DPS me. The nice thing is that I have so much armor. Basically, as Nautilus, you're going to be innately tanky. So you can take that harass. Now, we might be able to get this. No, looks like they're going to stop it. So we should just retreat. I stay there. I shouldn't have gotten that minion. Oh, I thought that would hit. It's kind of hard to judge. Yeah, once again, the anchor is a strange ability. And I wish that would have worked, because it would have been a really slick Nautilus escape. So another thing, you know what? I'm just going to come out there and say something weird. So for all of you who are just kind of picking up the game, maybe you've only played it a couple times, I do recommend, like, find a character you like and play it so that you know them. Like, play characters you know so you can be comfortable. But at the same time, like, in bots games and stuff, once it becomes easy to win a bots game, play new characters. Find a character that you've never played and try them out. Buy the recommended items and just go for it, because it's really good for you. I have a couple... Well, I guess only one of my friends does this, but sometimes people will play, and they'll just play the same characters, and, you know, they just say, it feels bad to play other characters. I don't, you know, like it, I'm bad at them, it makes me uncomfortable. But I think that's kind of good, to get out of your comfort zone, try something, and, I mean, for one thing, it makes it good when you're playing against the characters, you can understand their limitations, but also... Even with characters you know, playing someone different, you can find maybe a new item that you're not used to and be like, oh, you know what, this would be really good on that character I like. It just gets you a better sense of the game, and I feel like you just get a better experience if you try at least one time, you know, just try the other characters, especially in something like a bots game. So, we're coming back a little bit. And, yeah, we've made a conceded effort. We've at least taken 200 damage to their Nexus, so that's pretty good. As you can see, like, Nautilus, if you're the last person left alive, he's not, you know, he's basically a really good tank. You go in there, and you get people off of the people who are more important than you. Your job is basically disruption, and he does his job pretty well. Actually, in Summoner's Rift, he is great in 5v5 team fights. His anchor snag applies to whoever you hit. I think it's got a 12-second thing, kind of like Udyr. So you can basically go in and just keep hitting different people. Like, have it be so his passive refreshes, and just keep bogging people down, and you can just wait for those cooldowns, because it takes a long time as him, but when they come up, it's viscerally satisfying, and that's actually why I like him. His attacks feel really weighty and important, so I just used my ult there. I could have waited and tried to get their, you know, team. I just used it to peel, though, and it worked out because it saved that Zyra, and this is something I'm seeing. There's a huge debate on, you know, like, what is it that we're trying to do for, like, carries, and peeling is weird. Like, it seems to come up more and less. Like, I was in a game a while ago, and people are like, why aren't you just going for their carry? And my excuse basically was that, like, I'm our carry. Like, I'd have to go through all of their tanky DPS and all of their tanks to get to them. And so, like, I could dive, but, like, as Draven, I'm not an assassin so much. And so, I don't know. Part of the role of being a tank is also protecting your carries. Like, it's not just disrupting the enemy team. I'm gonna die here, so I'm just going to use my ult. Oh, man, this Mundo is just unkillable. He is, okay, he is Armor Mundo. He's got Thorn Mail, he's got Sunfire Cape, he's got another Chain Vest, he's got Magic Resist and a Spirit Visage, but that's about it. He's got a little bit of health, too, from Sunfire Cape and Spirit Visage, but not a whole lot. It's not like, you know, Super Warmog's Mundo, but he is doing well. This Mundo knows what's going on. Okay. So we've got Super Zyra coming through. She's going to try to snare him, I think. Oh, and she hits, actually, against a speedy opponent like that. Not an easy feat. There goes Warwick. I'm going to chase him. Looks like we can corner him in there. Yes. Ah, once again. So Warwick jumps through. I decide just to use my ultimate. Maybe not the best of ideas. Yeah, actually, in this build, like, I got Frozen Heart and Randuin's, and it may seem kind of redundant. I basically got Frozen Heart just for the cooldown reduction, because I really needed it. I like Rod of Ages in Dominion. It's one of my favorite items. And also, look at that! We got all 5 points somehow. Surprising. But, you know, sometimes that just happens, and it feels pretty good. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. If any of you guys have any advice about how to play Nautilus in Season 3, let me know. And, yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys later. This is BlockHeart, and I'm out.